Hey, y'all. My name is Denise Marie Jackson. I'm 48 years old and I live in Memphis, Tennessee. Most days I'm just a regular woman who teaches third grade at Snowden School and sings second soprano in the choir at MT, Olive Missionary Baptist Dot, but for 6 months in 2021. According to every person who loved me, I was dead. Let me take you back to March 12th, 2021. I remember the date because it was the Friday before spring break, and I was rushing home to finish packing for our little girls' trip to golf. Shores with my two best friends from college. Was at the red light on Poplar and Perkins when a FedEx double trailer ran that light doing at least 60. They told me later my little Honda. A cord spun 4 times and ended up wrapped around a pole. Like tin foil. I don't remember the crash. I don't remember. The first 8 weeks at all. What I do remember is waking up in Regional 1 Medical Center on May 29th. Throat raw from the breathing tube they just pulled out. Body feeling like it had been put through a wood chipper. The nurse cried when I opened my eyes. She kept saying, "Miss Denise, we thought we lost you." I asked for my family. I asked for my sister. Carla is 2 years younger than me. My only sibling. We lost Mama in 2018 to breast cancer. And Daddy passed in 2005 from a heart attack. It had always been me and Carla. Against the world. I'm the one who paid for her. Community college when she got pregnant at 19. I'm the one who co-signed for her first car, her apartment, even helped her buy the house on Winchester she lives in now. I never had kids of my own, so Carla's son, Jalen, my nephew, he's my baby. I had a $250,000 life insurance policy through the teachers' union, and I made Carla the sole beneficiary the day Jalen was born, because that's what big sisters do. The nurse got real quiet when I asked about my sister. She said, "Sweetie, your funeral was April 10th. I laughed. I actually laughed because I thought she was confused. Then she showed me the obituary on her phone. There I was. Denise Marie Jackson. Born September 9th, 1975. Called home to glory. On March 29th, 2021. Beautiful photo of me in the red dress. I wore to Jalen's 8th grade graduation. It listed Carla as my devoted sister and only surviving family member. The funeral had been at New Park Cemetery. Full military honors because Daddy was a Vietnam vet and they transferred the flag to Carla. There was even a GoFundMe in my name that raised $18,000 for my baby sister, Carla, and my precious nephew, Jalen. I couldn't breathe. The doctors came in and explained I'd been in a coma for 11 weeks, brain swelling, broken spine, collapsed lung, both legs crushed. They said the only reason I wasn't brain dead was because I'm stubborn as hell. But according to the state of Tennessee, according to the insurance company, according to Facebook and Instagram and every cousin we have, Denise Jackson had been buried in plot. 47-B. Carla had identified my body. Only it wasn't my body. It was a Jane Doe who came in the same night as me. Burned beyond recognition from a different wreck. The hospital mixed up our wristbands in the chaos. Carla saw the band that said D. Jackson, saw a body she couldn't recognize. And instead of waiting for dental records or DNA, she said, "That's my sister." And just like that, I stopped existing while I was fighting for my life. My sister was cashing checks with my name on them every month. The teachers union sent a $2,800 survivor benefit check. Carla deposited every single one. She collected my disability. She closed my bank accounts to pay final expenses. She even had my mail forwarded to her address. And nobody came to see me. Not once. Because why would you visit a grave I found all this out over the next 3 days while I lay in that hospital bed trying to understand how my own sister buried me alive. On the fourth day, I asked the social worker to call Carla, put it on speaker. Carla answered singing, actually singing, sounding happier than I'd heard her in years. The social worker said, "Miss Jackson, this is Regional 1. We have a patient here claiming to be Denise Jackson." Dead silence. Then Carla whispered, "That's not possible." I took the phone with my shaky hand and said, "Carla, it's me." She hung up. She hung up on her sister, who she thought was dead. The next day, Carla showed up at the hospital with Jalen. She was dressed in all black like she was still in mourning. Designer bag, new weave, fresh nails. Jalen looked terrified. He kept staring at me like I was a ghost. Carla started crying the second she walked in. Big dramatic tears. She ran to my bed, grabbed my hand, screaming, "Thank you, Jesus. It's a miracle." I looked her dead in the eyes and said, "Take your hands off me." The room went ice cold. I asked Jalen to step outside. He was 16, old enough to hear the truth. Then I looked at my sister and I said the words I'd practiced in my head all night. "You didn't even wait for DNA. Carla, you couldn't wait to get paid." She started shaking her head, saying it was a mistake. The hospital told her it was me. She was grieving. I cut her off. Grieving people don't buy a 2021 Cadillac Escalade 3 weeks after the funeral. Her face changed. The tears stopped like someone turned off a faucet. Told her I'd already spoken to the insurance fraud investigators. I told her they pulled the bank. Records, $112,000 in deposits. New truck. New furniture. Trip to Cancun with her new boyfriend. All stamped with my death certificate that she signed. She started begging then. Said she was gonna pay it back. Said the money was for Jalen's college. Said Mama would have wanted her to have it. I looked at her and said, "Mama would have wanted you to have a soul." Jalen heard everything from the hallway. He walked in crying, looked at his mother and said, "You told me Aunt Missy was gone. You let me cry on a closed casket that whole time." Carla couldn't even look at him. The insurance company sued her. The state charged her with felony fraud, forgery and theft over $100,000. She lost the house. I co-signed for lost the truck, lost custody of Jalen. He chose to live with me the day he turned 17. Carla got 4 years in prison. She writes me letters every month from the women's facility in Henning. Says she's found God. Says she's sorry. Says she'll pay me back when she gets out. I don't write back. Some betrayals don't deserve forgiveness. They deserve distance. Jalen graduated high school. Last year, we used the money the insurance company gave me as a settlement to pay for his first year at University of Memphis. He calls me Mama. Nisi now. He says I'm the only parent he's got left. I still teach 3rd grade every morning. I walk into my classroom and I look at those little faces and I tell them the same thing. Family isn't just blood. Family is who shows up when you can't show up for yourself. I think about that empty casket they put in the ground with my name on it. Sometimes I drive out to New Park Cemetery just to look at it. Plot 47-B. It's got flowers on it every Sunday. Jaylen puts them there because even though I never died, a part of me is buried in that grave. The part that believed my sister loved me more than she loved money, that part is dead. And I'm okay with that because the rest of me, the part that survived the crash, the coma, and the betrayal, that part is alive and stronger than ever. And every day I wake up breathing is another day. I get to prove that no check, no lie, and no sister can ever bury me again. Thank you for letting me tell my story. If you're watching this and somebody in your family ever chose money over you, I want you to know you're not alone. And I want you to know you're worth more than any dollar amount they tried to put on your grave. I love y'all. I'll see you in the next one.